What's up, family? Nick Wright here on Nick Wright Bodybuilding, and I'm back visiting the parents in Rhode Island. I've been here for a couple of weeks now, hence why video traffic has been a little bit slow, and why the videos haven't been as insanely high quality production as they usually are, just because I'm just trying to get material out for you guys. So anybody who's brand new to this channel, you're going to be like, what the heck is this? A little kid sitting in a living room with a dog on his lap talking. But to any of those who already know me, it's NWB. Sponsored by Cycor RTN Big Bag Grips, free shoes sent by Converse and travel in the world to expand natural bodybuilding one step at a time. And yes, here on this channel, we actually do look like we live and compete in bodybuilding. Because there's a lot of fitness channels popping up that I feel like are just trying to get attention. They're just trying to get some YouTube fame and money, which I don't like. Not to hate on people based on what they look like. If they're truly passionate and they just need to continue working their physique, well then cool, by all means. But I don't like it when people use and abuse something just for some attention and money. Because obviously, I think things should be passion-based. That's just me. Too many DYELs coming out on YouTube these days. Anyway, this video is not to hate on anybody. It's actually to answer a couple of questions I've been getting on the Facebook page lately. One of the big ones, somebody commented, and it's a common question, is how do I gain weight? I eat and I eat and I eat, and yet I can't seem to gain weight. The simple answer to this is eat more. Yeah, but I already eat a lot. You don't even know. You're not eating enough. It's as simple as that. If you're not putting on weight, you're simply not eating enough. I wish there was a loophole. I wish there was a roundabout, jump through loops kind of an excuse I could give you. I wish there was like some other alternative that maybe you're missing. But really, it's just the eating. You're not taking enough calories, so you're not gaining the weight. It's as simple as that. You may need more calories than you think you do based on a number of different things. It could be your activity level, your genetics, your metabolism. But realistically, what it usually is for beginners, and I know this from personal experience as well, is you're most likely, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're most likely, if you're having this issue, not tracking your macros. In other words, you have no idea how many calories you're taking in. If I were to ask you, what's your daily calorie intake? Would you be able to tell me? And even if you know what it should be, he's on like 10,000 calories a day. Look at this thing. Even if you know what it should be, are you actually taking in that amount every single day? How many carbohydrates are you taking in? How many grams of protein and how many grams of fat? Those are your three macronutrients, protein, fat, and carbs. Those are what make up your total calorie goal for the day. And if you don't know what you're taking in, there's a very good chance you're not taking in that many. So what I recommend to you is try a free app called MyFitnessPal. It's all one word. You can get it on any smartphone. You can even do it on the internet if you don't have a smartphone. But it's MyFitnessPal. You sign up for free. What they'll do is they'll ask you some questions based on your weight and all that, and they'll help set you up with a regimen. Really, I wouldn't recommend, if you want to try it out, you can use their regimen, but theirs is really automated and very general. I don't recommend going by what they give you. I'd recommend either figuring it out for yourself through a number of different ways or getting a dietitian or nutritionist. However, what MyFitnessPal does have to offer, even if you don't use its program, is anything you eat. I'm talking, it can be McDonald's, it can be the most random thing in the world. You punch it into MyFitnessPal, it tracks it, and it tells you how many calories is in the meal you just ate. And it tells you how many calories you have left for the day before you meet your goal. See, weight gaining is simply a calorie surplus. That's all weight gaining is about. Training comes into play, yes, but training is more for the actual development of the muscles. Look at this guy. So in other words, if you start taking in a lot of food, you're taking a calorie surplus, you'll put on a lot of size. If you notice that like your triceps aren't growing, or in my case my chest, something along those lines is falling behind the rest of your muscle groups, that's a sign of training right there. That means you need to switch up your training. Granted, genetics will play a role in that, but that'll be a sign of training. That means you need to switch up your training and begin activating the muscle differently in the gym, more efficiently. However, weight gaining in general, be it muscle or fat, doesn't make a difference, is going to be from calories taken in. So it's as simple as this. We have what we call a calorie maintenance. It's different for everybody. Calorie maintenance is the amount of calories you need to take in to perfectly balance out the amount of energy you're spending day to day. Energy in versus energy used. Simple as that. So you need to find the exact amount of calories based on your activity level and your metabolic rate, your basal metabolic rate, that's going to make it so you just stay right where you are. With this amount of calories taken in, you don't lose weight, you don't gain weight. It's the perfect amount for you to balance out how much energy you're spending. So what you do from there is you go into either a calorie deficit, meaning you drop the calories if you want to start losing weight, if you want to get cut, or you go into a caloric surplus. In other words, you add calories. So if you want to gain weight, typically I say start small. 250, 300, maybe a max of 500 calories, depending on you and where you're at, of an increase, max, and stick with that for a while. And then gauge it from there. And different people are going to need to adjust different macronutrients. Some people might need more carbohydrates than others. Some may need to up their fats a little bit more. Some may need to up their proteins in general. We can get into that in a different video. But really, guys, if it fits into your macros, in other words, if that carbohydrate fits into your intake for the day, it's going to be just a carbohydrate. So what I recommend, if you have trouble, track your macros first. See how many calories you are actually taking in, because most likely it won't be as many as you think you are. And then, well, basically just gauge it from there. I was going to say something really profound and intelligent, but I just decided that I need more coffee first. But that's really it, guys. Guys asked the question, how do I gain more weight? I eat and eat. I'm not gaining. You're not eating enough. It's 1 + 2 = 3. If you're not gaining, you're not eating enough. Track your macros, track your calories day to day with MyFitnessPal. See how many you're taking in. See if you really are taking in as many as you think you're taking in. Just because you eat a big meal and you're stuffed doesn't mean you're taking in that many calories. If you have 3 big meals, that might only be like 2,000 calories, if that, a day. So you might need to increase that. Check out my other videos, guys. I have tons of good Vulcan videos, much higher quality than this little webcam.